I never imagined that a simple Friday night could alter how I saw my marriage. My name is Ryan, and I've always considered myself steady, patient, and loyal. Daniel has been my best friend since our college days. The kind of person who'd show up when everyone else disappeared. We were like brothers, our bond built on trust and years of shared history. Never once did I think that bond could create problems. That night, my wife Samantha was in the kitchen preparing dinner, humming along to some old 90s tune. The smell of roasted chicken filled the air, comforting and familiar. I leaned on the doorway, watching her, thinking how ordinary and peaceful life had been. Maybe too peaceful. Daniel was coming over for our regular game night. A few beers, some laughter, nothing complicated. Everything felt normal, right up until Samantha spoke. She was laughing, tossing salad into a bowl. When she said it casually, I think Daniel really enjoyed the time we spent together. He's even tasting me once or twice. The words hit me like a punch. The knife I was holding slipped slightly from my hand. My mind froze, replaying her voice in disbelief. Anger followed, then an empty numbness that spread through my chest. "What did you just say?" I managed to ask. Samantha turned, still smiling, but there was something strange in her eyes. "Relax," she said lightly. "It's a joke, Ryan. You take everything too seriously." Her expression didn't match her tone. There was a flicker there, something playful but cruel. Samantha had always had a dark sense of humor. But this wasn't that. This felt different. Moments later, Daniel arrived, cheerful and unaware of the storm brewing. He dropped his bag, greeted me with his usual grin, and went straight to the fridge for a beer. I tried to act normal, forcing myself to laugh at his jokes, but inside, my thoughts were spiraling. "He's tasted me." The phrase echoed over and over. I excused myself and walked into the bedroom. My pulse pounded. Was I overreacting, or had she just revealed something real? Something I wasn't supposed to know? Samantha knocked on the door. "Ryan, come on. It's just a joke. Come back. The game's starting." I didn't answer right away. Some instinct told me to stay quiet, to observe instead of confronting from the bedroom. I could hear them laughing in the living room. Once Daniel's laughter had been a sound of comfort. Now it felt like an accusation. When I finally came out, Samantha was dealing cards while Daniel leaned back on the couch. She looked up at me and smirked. Subtle but deliberate. My stomach twisted. Was this all a game to her? We played for a while, but I barely noticed cards. Every glance between them. Every casual touch carried a hidden weight. When she brushed Daniel's shoulder, my chest tightened. Maybe no one else would have noticed, but I did. Later, when Daniel went to grab another beer, Samantha leaned close to me and whispered, "You're overthinking." I was joking. "Don't be paranoid." Her tone was soft, almost taunting. "It's not about paranoia," I said quietly. "You cross a line. Words matter." Her smile faltered. "You're making it weird," she muttered. "Don't ruin the night." I didn't argue. The silence that followed said enough. That night I barely slept. Every possibility ran through my mind. Maybe it was just a cruel joke. Maybe not. But something in me had changed. The next morning I decided not to confront her outright. Instead I would watch, really watch. The way she laughed when Daniel messaged her, the tone she used when mentioning his name, the little glances she thought I didn't catch. By midweek I saw it, the truth behind her joke. Small things easily missed, but together they told a story. Boundaries had been blurred, whether by choice or carelessness. I didn't know. That evening I finally spoke. "Samantha," I said evenly, "about what you said last Friday. It wasn't joke, was it? I just need honesty." "No games." She froze. For a moment I saw a real fear in her eyes. Then silence. I didn't need her to confess. Her hesitation was enough. The following days were heavy with unspoken tension. Samantha avoided eye contact, moved quietly around the apartment, tried to act normal, but I saw through it. Everything between us felt fragile, as if one wrong word would shatter what was left. When Daniel went away on a short work trip that weekend, the house finally felt still. I spent that time thinking about our 5 years together. The trust I'd given so freely. The respect I assumed was mutual. Trust, I realized, isn't only about faith. It's about boundaries being honored, not tested. When Daniel came back a few days later, I was calm, not angry, just clear. Samantha noticed the difference immediately. That night after Daniel went his room, she approached me hesitantly. "Ryan," she began softly. "About what I said." "I know," I interrupted. "It's not just about what you said, it's about what it revealed." Her eyes lowered. "I didn't mean for it to go that far," she whispered. "Intentions don't erase consequences," I replied quietly. If we're going to move forward, I need truth, not jokes that hide behind lies. For a long moment, neither of us spoke. The air between us felt heavier than ever, filled with everything we hadn't said. That night, lie awake beside her. I understood something I'd never truly grasped before. Respect isn't automatic. It's earned through words and choices. Sometimes a careless remark can uncover a truth someone was trying to hide. And sometimes silence tells you everything you need to know. I didn't know what would come next, whether forgiveness or distance. But one thing was certain. A line had been crossed, and this time I would decide how far I was willing to go beyond it.